Trail cameras are used by photographers, hunters, landowners, and wildlife enthusiasts to observe wildlife without being intrusive. These small, stealthy, but high-quality devices have proven to be useful in tracking wildlife creatures in their natural habitat with little to no disturbances. Some landowners like installing these cameras simply to observe the land around their homes, and most of the time trail cam capture things that are only interesting to those that are into wildlife. So in this video, we are going to talk about camera captures no one was meant to see part 1. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Real zombie. For some weird reason, it seems like many of us are fascinated with the idea of the undead terrorizing the living. Movies, books, and even real-life attractions feature scary zombies that chase humans and eat their flesh, and for some reason, they're always a hit. The concept of zombies began in the 17th and 18th centuries in Africa, where some groups believed that it was possible for the undead to rise and perform evil tasks. From there, we developed the zombies that we now know. Today, the undead are portrayed differently across different fictional works. So if a zombie outbreak really happens, we don't know whether they would be aggressive and fast or slow and sluggish. But is it really possible for zombies to exist? There's an incredibly small chance that it could happen. But the scenario would be far from the movies we see today. For instance, there's one syndrome called the clue for Buzzy that makes someone have the desire to put things in their mouth and be unable to recognize objects, as well as having symptoms of dementia. People with this syndrome are said to have the tendency to become quite violent and sometimes catatonic. According to the timestamp of the photo, it was captured back in 2012. Sources say that this was captured in Lunenburg County, but no one knows whether this photo was caused by a trick of the light or a hoax. Child in the woods. If you're not used to seeing trail cam pictures or clips, you can get easily spooked by the wildlife's creepy light-reflecting eyes. However, any seasoned hunter knows that most of the time those spooky eyes in the woods belong to wild animals and nothing else. But what if among those eyes you suddenly make out the figure of a child? First of all, how would a child even end up there in the first place? It's either they're a ghost or some bad person is nearby, and both of those scenarios are scary. Many seem to think that this photo is a hoax, but many also seem to think otherwise. Strange orbs. In this trail cam clip uploaded in 2011, a strange thing decided to show itself. 3 floating orbs suddenly came into view and hovered in the middle of the camera frame while slowly swinging from left to right. The trail cam owner himself claimed that he has no clue as to what this strange thing is, but his friend suggested that this was nothing but a bug. However, it seems like the internet has a different opinion on the matter. Some people claim that this might be an alien probe or a ghost. Many also claim that they often see strange glowing orbs in these woods, and yet none of them could determine what exactly these things are. Paranormal trail. There are places in the world that people say is haunted. For instance, in 2015, a user posted this trail cam picture near an alleged old slave cemetery in Texas. In the photo, you can see what looks like an old woman in a nightgown with her back turned away from the camera. But it gets creepier. An anonymous user posted this photo in a different form, and people started to notice the similarity between the two. In the second picture, you can see a figure standing still with its head covered by the leaves, wearing similar clothes to the old woman in the former picture. And so when the internet sleuths started their investigation, they discovered something creepy. It appears that both photos have been captured in Texas, and it's possible that the old woman in the first photo was the same creepy figure in the second. It's possible that 2 trail cameras in Texas caught the same person or ghost roaming in the woods. Deer pursuer. Usually, trail cameras are installed in hunting areas to observe deer. One hunter who reviewed his trail cam clips surely had a nice laugh when he saw this comical photo of a deer being chased by an unlikely pursuer. A flying squirrel. A deer running away from a squirrel. You can see the spooked deer in the middle of running away from the flying squirrel hot on its trail, with a dark woodland behind the airborne rodent. Probably thought he was Batman. They may be called flying squirrels, but they don't truly fly. They simply use the fold of skin between their front and hind legs as a built-in glider wing that they can use to glide through the air. Let us know your opinion in the comments section below. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another video.